Across to Ram Kadam of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Thank you for your time. Your first reaction to what Uddhav Thackeray said, that had the BJP kept its promise 2.5 years ago when they had decided to make a chief minister from the BJP for 2.5 years and one from the Shiv Sena, then there would have been no scope of the Maharashtra Aarey government to begin with. How do you respond to that?
See, firstly, I will not comment on that topic because in the past also our senior leaders about that issue. Now another point which Uddhav Thackeray said about the Aarey, we need to understand that because of their ego, already Mumbaikars have been facing 2,000 crore rupees loss. Every day we are facing crore rupees of the loss. We are not going to fail a single tree over there. If you go to the Aarey Metro Car Shed land, it's a playground where we can play cricket or football. Then what is the ego? Why they have not built their Metro Car Shed? This is our question. And when this matter was with the High Court, under the guidelines of the High Court, when Devendra ji was in power, they have abide by the High Court orders and they have taken action. But this Aghadi government, because of their ego, they stalled the work. And now because of we are facing heavy losses, that work has to be started. So when Devendra ji became Deputy Chief Minister, he has taken this first decision in the interest of the Mumbaikars. Whereas on the one hand, we are saying that Mumbai is polluted, Mumbai requires clean air. So for that, we have metros. We have to speed up that work, which work was completely stopped during the 2.5 years.
Mr. Ram Kadam, since of all the things that the former Chief Minister rather spoke about, you've chosen to talk about Aarey, but I want to ask you that there is a fear that with Devendra Fadnavis now being arguably the most powerful person essentially in the Maharashtra government, will be pushing for several development projects at the cost of the environment. That this is not what Uddhav Thackeray said, this is what many activists have also been saying.
Pardon please? Your voice is skipping, I could not hear you well.
Okay, I was asking you that there is a fear among many activists also that this is a possibility that at the cost of the environment, many development projects will be pushed. This is something that Devendra Fadnavis has done in the past as well.
No. You see, environmentalists, their claim, if you look at it, they are talking about Aarey. Whereas we are not supposed to fail a single tree now. So we are not compromising with environment. Already in Aarey also 4 times done that. Whichever trees have been felled, we have planted 4 times more trees in the same Aarey compound. So it's not the fact that Devendra ji is in favor of development works. During his tenure, we have seen the development works were speeding up very well. But past 2.5 years, when Uddhav Thackeray was the Chief Minister, Aghadi government was there, all these development works were stopped.
Okay.
My one question, when Shiv Sena has a problem of this Aarey Metro Car Shed, they have suggested another land which was there in Kanjurmarg, which land's litigation is pending with the Honorable High Court. And there are some private parties. They have also claim on that land. Central government also they have claim on that land. Then why Mr. Uddhav Thackeray or his party is opposing this development project? They should not oppose this development project.
Another question I want to ask you, and I did ask you this in the beginning, but I'm going to repeat it. The fact that he's spoken about BJP sticking to its position and to its promise of a chief minister for 2.5 years, a rotation discussion that you previously had with the Sena, which didn't work out and then you all fell out essentially. What I want to ask you is that Uddhav Thackeray is saying that what has the BJP got in all of this? You have a Shiv Sainik again at the helm of affairs.
Your voice is echoing, so I could not understand.
Okay, I apologize. We'll try and fix that, but I'm going to once again try and ask you that question. I hope it's better for you now this time around. What I'm asking you, Mr. Ram Kadam, is the BJP has got nothing in this, is what Uddhav Thackeray has just said. You could have stuck to our own agreement, our promises that we made a couple of years ago. There would have been no Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi government then. The Shiv Senics and the BJP would have been together. What have you achieved in all of this is the question that Thackeray is now asking.
No, your voice is still echoing. I'm sorry. Your voice is still echoing. Something is wrong with the range.
Okay.
You can hear me well?
I can hear you fine, Mr. Kadam.